everybody who's Filipino and not just Filipino knows about Manny Pacquiao. We're super proud of him. And Ryan Moore is here, the director and producer of the film that's coming out today called Manny. Let's get to find out why he decided to make this film. So Ryan, why Manny Pacquiao? Out of all the subjects you could have done, what led you to do a film about him?
Well, when I first saw him fight, I was really intrigued because he was fearless in the ring, but at the same time, there was this tremendous humility about him. And to me, I thought, it's a strange combination because you don't see a guy who goes in there and completely destroys their opponents and then hugs them after and is like, and then prays and kneels down, and you see all these different things and you wonder, what happened to him in his life to make him who he is? You know what I mean? Because you have a lot of outlandish, you have a lot of outspoken guys in the ring who are banging their chests and they're, you know what I mean? And they're so aggressive. But with Manny, he's a soft-spoken, very sweet guy, and you wonder, in his childhood, what were the events that occurred to make him this very spiritual, very faith-driven guy? And that's what I wanted to find. I wanted to go to the Philippines to find the roots of his life, the people around him, and I wanted to discover all these unique events that haven't been told from him in his voice, because that's what I wanted to share. And I knew there was an inspiring story behind that.
Yeah, well, you spent a lot of time with him, following him around everywhere to make this film a reality. Talk to us about what really went into making this film as a filmmaker. Well, was there a script?
No.
There was absolutely no script.
No, and that's how I wanted it, because I wanted to start without any preconceived notions. I wanted Manny to tell me his side of the story. So I didn't want to come with a script and say, this is what the story's going to be. I wanted to allow it to develop into what it should be, and that's through his voice.
Well, I'm sure that must be very challenging, because you're literally there every single day, not knowing where the story will go, and just filming and filming and filming. So talk to us. How much time did you spend on this project? I know you said 5 years of putting it together, but really, did you have a life?
No, I didn't.
Those 5 years? I mean, I'm sure.
This was my life.
Yeah.
And I spent, as you said, 5 years, and I filmed over 1,200 hours of footage.
That is, I mean, to just imagine having to go through that and sit down and go through that must have been a very big challenge.
And the thing is, I had to watch it all. So
you shot it and then you had to watch it.
And you have to watch, and then you have to take notes, and you have to remember, okay, in this year this happened, because as we keep filming, other things happen, and you have to go back and remember, oh yeah, that's right, that happened. And so I credit a lot of that to my editing team. I had an amazing editor, several editors, but you know, when you're working with this much footage and you're working with a guy whose life is constantly evolving and changing, the story keeps changing.
Yes.
And so as a result, we went through so many different versions of the film. It was so hard to lose so many scenes that happened, because you can only fit so much in 90 minutes, right?
Yeah, but Ryan, why not make it a series? Make it, part 1, part 2, part 3. I'm sure you have so much footage that you could actually do that.
Yeah, I'm hoping the Mayweather fight will happen so that I can view some of this footage, in that. But, it's been a long journey, and I think that with the way it turned out the way it was supposed to be. You know what I mean? And year 2, I thought, okay, I know the story. This is what it's going to be. And then year 3, you go, oh, wait a minute. No, that's not the story. And you keep going and going and going.
So you've spent so much time with him. Let's talk about his many roles in his life, because you know him very well after all these years of spending time with him.
Yeah.
The boxing legend. What can you say about him being a boxing legend? Because you've seen his fights up close and personal these past 5 years.
I'd say that he is definitely going down as one of history's greatest, hands down. And for some people don't know, he set the Guinness World Record for the most titles earned or won in the most weight divisions. And he still holds that record. That says a lot. Going from such a skinny, scrawny kid, malnourished, all the way up to where he is now, no one in boxing has ever achieved that. And I've met so many boxers throughout the course of this film. Evander Holyfield interviewed, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Amir Khan. I was always around boxers. And I have to say that with Manny, what's so unique is he fights much bigger guys. And that's something that's never been done. And I think that the boxing sport as a whole will never see anything like this again. So I think that Manny is truly unique in that regard.
Okay, let's talk about him being a politician, because I hear you were in closed quarters where he actually had those conversations with Chavez. I mean, nobody gets to be in that room.
Yeah.
So you really got to see the political side of his persona.
Yes. I started filming him. This was, around the Margarito fight, still fresh in his congressional role. And it took some time to kind of make sure that he was comfortable with me going into Congress, into office, being there with my cameras, with my team. But over time, he just became, oh, it's Ryan, you know what I mean? And I became
a familiar face,
like
family,
another appendage, another limb. And
right.
So after a while, I would just go in and be rolling.
Which is why you have this exclusive footage and this perspective on the man, Manny. It's opening today. When we return, kausap pa rin natin si Ryan Moore dito sa Kababayan Today.